like. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he returns this to the 22.
On the set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. If you look at this Browns defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense does exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Watson. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Browns! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
You talk about this Lions defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Let's go now.
The shotgun. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and long. And that'll be off the mark, too far.
Like him is going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defense pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Again, they turn to Ford. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look. Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed...
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Chief, where was he going? A huge loss there. Milton Williams. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is taken around the 12. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Trap 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. Right side to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, It's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dalvin Tomlinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Watson, off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender on that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away that falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, and just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Dragon 60. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Ford is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a close game. Offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to back to those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 3 quarters in the books.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson. He'll find Driver here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Gay's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Mostert now to return. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
19
yards on the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Let's go now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And in for the Lions touchdown. Quez Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Mostert now to return. This taken in right around the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every